Hi everyone, today we're going to be doing 9 holes of chipping and putting. How this works is you're going to be using a ball, irons or wedges, and a putter. How you're going to do it. So you're going to find a spot around the green and you're going to choose a flag. You have 2 shots and try to make an up and down. You're going to hit the first shot and then see if you can make it in or not. You can either put it or just decide yourself if it's doable or not. And preferably you just want to make as many up and downs as possible. We're going to be doing 3 really hard ones, 3 okay ones, and 3 really easy ones. And we're going to see what my score is at the end. I think this is a medium shot, so we're going to call this a medium. This is the first hole, and just so you know, I'm going to be just using the yellow pin. So I'm just going to be telling you my position, and then you just know that I'm going to be hitting to the yellow pin. Let's do this. It was okay, but the direction was a bit off, just a tiny bit. And my judge is going to decide if it's a gimme or is it a bogey. Okay, so my judge just told me that if it's around 4 feet, which it is right now, she's going to give me a gimme. And if it's not, then it's not a gimme and I'll get a +1. So let's move on to the next hole. So this is 18 feet, 18 paces, and this is this hill's on an elevation. So it does mean that we will be getting some run once it hits the green. It is windy and it's super cold, so everything just to keep in mind when I'm gonna hit. Aiming left. This is a hard hole. And as you know, I'm aiming to the left. It's to the yellow pin. Sit. I don't know. We're going to see how much that is. I'm hoping it's around 4 feet. So let's see. Yeah. So by the rules of my judge, it's actually 5 feet, so not a guaranteed par, but I feel like I can make it, so I decided to take out my putter and test myself. I knew I could make it. I'm so relieved and happy. So we're still equal and we're moving on to the 3rd hole. So this is a game of chipping and putting and up and downs, but if you're off the green, it's still an up and down if you get it. So I'm going to be using my putter. This is an easy shot, and I'm going to be aiming just left of the pin. It's 7 paces. And just because you have this fringe, I'm gonna add like 1. And we have 2 shots, but it's doable. Sit. Oh. It's 3.5 paces, so we're going to count as a gimme. Par. 4th hole, and it's medium. We have around 15 paces to the pin. We're going to the yellow pin as usual. I'm using my wedge. We have a big bump just in between us, and this is making the shot. I think it's really close to a hard shot because we really need to kind of really set like a putt and make sure that we're aiming properly, and it's a really long one. So yeah, I'm just gonna do the best I can. This looks pretty good. If it just sits a tiny bit, I might be able to get a gimme on that, but let's see. I'm still gonna get my putter. Yep, I managed to just get into the zone of gimmies, and that's another gimme for me. So we're still equal through 4 holes. It's kind of raining a tiny bit, just like drizzle. So we'll see how it goes. 5th hole, and my judge is going to tell me where we're going to go. So this is the 5th hole, and it's 27 yards to the pin, and it's really thick rough. So for that reason, we're going to call this a hard shot. And yeah, so we did 2 hards, 2 mediums, and 1 easy. This is considered as one of those hards. Go! Go! That was really, really short, but you could see the rough is really thick, so I'm okay with that. We can still try to at least bogey it. Maybe I'll be able to get that in. We'll see. I think I'll have the best chance putting it, and even though I have a slight tilt and a few divots in my way, I think I'll just go with the putter because I feel pretty confident that this will, and we have a lift, clean, and place rule, so I'm not going to forget that. Yeah, that just a tiny bit helped me with it all. Aiming slightly left. 6 paces. And all we can do is just commit to it. That has a chance, that has a chance. Oh, it picked up some mud at the end, just at the end. I'll just show you the mud. It had just mud here, it was looking really good, and then all this mud. That's the problem playing in winter. But what can we do? Not much. So even though it has mud, I'm just gonna tap it in for for bogey. But that's just really annoying. Like, I had a chance, but that's fine. So we're +1, which is not that bad, especially because all these up and downs, it's really hard to get all of them in, especially in these conditions. So I'm really fine with that. So we're +1 through 5. 6th hole, let's see what my dish says. 6th hole, and we have an easy shot coming up. I'm gonna measure the paces and come back. 9 paces. So we're obviously not going to hit it the full 9, but since it's an easy shot, just trying to get as close as possible for a gimme. Sit, sit, sit. That's 100% a gimme. So It's my 1.5 foot, but probably in reality it's probably a foot, so definitely a gimme. Okay, so this is the 7th hole, and this is 21 paces. We're going to the yellow flag again. This is a hard one because, first of all, it's a pretty long shot, and second of all, if the green would be flat, I would consider it as a medium, but it's kind of sloping, and you need to really find the actual sweet spot, let's say, of the green to let it actually release, but not release too much and go over the green. So that's why I prefer to call this a hard, because it is a hard. And here's a pin. Okay, so let's just commit to it and hit to it. And overall, my score is for now +1. Sit, 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 sit. I'm pretty okay with that because it's definitely not that close, but from there it's really important to find the actual, like, let's just say, sweet spot of the green. So I'm fine with that. So now taking my putter, I don't think it's a gimme. I'm going to double check, but I'm really sure it's not, but let's see. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, definitely not a gimme, but a doable putt, so I'm gonna still take it. That was really, really close. It just twisted around the hole. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Par. We're +1 through 7 holes. 2 holes to go, 1 easy, 1 medium. Let's see what my judge says. 8th hole, 15 yards, medium, left to right. It's getting really cold, so, and it's raining, but we're gonna continue. Commit to it and hit to it. Amazing. Just turn, turn, turn. I think that's going to be a gimme, but I'm going to double check now. Yeah, definitely a gimme. So I'm going to pick up and move on to the 9th and final hole, which is going to be an easy shot. Let's see what my judge says, and I'm going to come back to you right now. Okay, so last and final hole, 9th hole, my judge decided that we're going to do it from right here. The distance is 10 paces. I could just put it or wedge, but I'm using wedge just because the place, like the cut, is a bit too thick, so that might make my putt dribble too much. I think the wedge will just be the correct club in this case. Right to left, an easy shot to finish. Sit, 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 sit. That is 100% a gimme and an amazing shot. Let's finish it off. Yep, this is 1.5 or even 1 foot. That was a really, really nice way to finish the round. I'm super happy that you watched this video. You can do this yourself when you have time.